how did you first get into refereeing? How did you start?
I fell into it, mate. It was a total mistake, to be honest. I played as a young player. I like to throw it out proudly. I still hold the record for my local junior team for most goals in a season of '91, which was quite productive. And I went to play locally. I went over to Leeds and I went to Barnsley. And at 16, I didn't make it. It's as simple as that. I wasn't good enough. I had struggled with injuries. I think that's everybody's excuse, isn't it? I just wasn't good enough. I didn't progress as quickly as the other guys who did make it. And I played for my junior team throughout that time. And because Leeds and Barnsley, they were a good level of football, and back at my local team, as much as we were a good team, the teams we were playing against were not always the best. And it was just a frustration. I had a proper ego as a kid as well, to be honest. At 15, 16, I thought I knew everything about football. We had the same ref, little guy who refereed us every week. And I just used to give him hammer. Looking back now, I can't believe I never got a yellow card as a player for dissent. I was shocked at it. But I used to hate refs. They just, for me, they were just pointless. They'd never played the game. They didn't understand it. And this little old guy who refed us every week just said, look, you know what, Bobby, you're a decent player, but you let yourself down because you talk nonsense. You think you know everything. And he challenged me. He said, look, take a referee's course. You never have to ref. You don't have to be a ref. You don't have to ref a game, but just go learn the laws of the game. Take an exam, qualify as a referee, then you can call me what you want. And I thought, that's too good an opportunity to miss, isn't it? So
Yeah.
basically on pure ego, mate, I took the course. There was no practical element to it like there is these days. It was basically go and sit at Old Toffs Cricket Club in Wakefield on a Thursday night for a couple of hours for 8 weeks, read the book, learn the laws of the game, do an exam. At the end of that, you're a ref. No one ever teaches you how to blow a whistle, or didn't at the time. No one taught you, how to manage players. So at 16, I was qualified, and I took Andy, my brother, along just for some company more than anything. He'd no intention of being a referee. He hated them more than me, to be fair. And we both ended up as professional referees, so it weren't a bad decision in the end. And so I fell into it. Just sort of started doing some local junior games. The money was all right, £10 to £15 for a 16-year-old. I was 6 foot at 16, so I didn't look 16. And I went straight into open age football in Wakefield League, which football in the north pretty tough. Saturday and Sunday grassroots football is pretty tough up north. So I kind of got thrown into this game, Ossett Panthers reserves against Walnut Tree reserves in Wakefield, second division. And a kid hit his own player in my first game. He punched his own player. And straight away, I'm thinking, can I send him off for that? Because it's his own player. Is that a red card? And you start realising, God, I don't know anything about football, actually. I think I might know the game, but I didn't know the laws of the game as such. I sent him off. He accepted it. He gave me a lift home, actually, because I was 16. I didn't drive at the time, obviously. So that was nice of him. So that was a good introduction. And from then, really, it's about, I'd sort of built a reputation within open age football as this young ref, but fit. I got around the pitch a little bit. I understood the game because I'd played it. So that probably helped. So it was a good introduction, but it was a complete mistake, really, that I ended up as a ref. It was just my ego that ended up,
Yeah.